Jai Sri Ram, welcome friends, welcome to Bharat Marg, welcome Vinay Ji. Thank you for joining us. And friends, it is an incredible day here. And today we are going to talk about Biden bombs. Okay, Biden bombs, the debate, and Indian origin VP Kamala Harris will be the next US president or what? It's a major question, folks. Uh, Trump takes a huge lead. What will happen now? Will Biden be in the race or he will be kicked out of the race because he's not going to go by himself? A lot of things we will be learning from our political analyst Vinay Ji. Thank you, Vinay Ji, for joining us. Appreciate it. And friends,
Thank you.
before getting started, please make sure to like the video, comment on the video, share the video with as many people, friends. And also, if you didn't subscribe the channel yet, please make sure to subscribe the channel and also press the notification bell to stay connected with us, friends, so that anytime we go live, you get informed. And also, we do Gau Seva, Gaudan, and Havan Puja, a lot of good things in spreading Sanatan Dharma. We do the prachar of Sanatan Dharma. We also send one dharmic message every day in multiple languages. If you want, here is our WhatsApp number down the post. You can take it and send us a WhatsApp so that you can get our one dharmic message every day, and you and your family can stay connected to the roots of Sanatan Dharma. Friends, now let's go. Vinay ji, welcome. Biden bombs.
Thank you, sir.
What's next? Kamala Harris bombs every day, but Biden bomb one day. What do you say? And will she become the president now for US? Liberal
Impossible.
media is pushing her too much now.
Impossible.
Don't
So
say like that. Many Indians will have heartbroken.
no, but she's not of Indian origin. Okay.
Her
So
mother
when
is.
you say she's of Indian origin,
Yeah.
her popularity rating goes down, her
Please, come on.
support goes down, her
It cannot
chances
go
of
any more
her
down than
chances of
what she is right now.
her chances of becoming president will become remote. So you have to
You can
keep
come
in
up a
mind
little bit and talk a little bit
you
more.
got to talk her language. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So she is not of Indian origin, according to her. She is of black origin. Okay. So, and yes, we all know that she's of mixed race. Her mother is, Indian, and her dad is black. But
And she and her sister are totally anti-Sanatanis. That is also there.
yes, and
Raised
she
by.
she only goes as a black person. She does not relate herself to an Indian. She is ashamed to call herself Indian. So let us not please support her and think that, oh, she's Indian, so we should all support her. Please do not do that. And
Absolutely.
that will be a bad thing for all of us Indians, okay, who stand by Sanatana Dharma and all that. So anyway, so Kamala Harris is of no consequence in this whole thing. It is Trump all the way. All right. Now you just if you watch the debate that happened of just about a few days ago between Trump and Biden, uh, Biden showed his age. Although the age difference between Biden and Trump is only like I think they're 5 or 6, something like that, about 6 years apart, if I'm not mistaken.
Mhm.
Trump showed a very kind of, I should say, he had his head on his shoulders. Okay, whereas Biden completely lost his focus, lost his flow of thought halfway through the debate. And at some point, he started stuttering and stammering and saying something totally non cognitive. And that basically did not get any kind of a, how should I say, a response from the audience, and especially from the moderator, because the moderator himself was stunned to see Biden had lost his thought
And
process.
they are big time Biden fans.
Yeah, and these
from
this is
CNN.
the and the if you look at the Forbes, the Reuters, the New York Times, the Washington Post, many of these are supporters of Democrats. Okay, they don't want Trump and especially the Republicans led by Trump to win this battle. Okay, they want Biden no matter what. Like although his age is a factor and all of that, and 72% of voters are saying that Biden's physical and mental abilities are a reason to vote against him. Although all of these are true facts, these media houses that I just mentioned are still supporting Biden, and they're hoping that Biden will win this election. So just as a just to sum it up all, the debate is not the end all, right? I mean, there are a lot of other factors that have to be taken into account. So Trump has a very clear agenda of what he wants to do for America, and he did accomplish quite a bit during the 4 years he was in office. And Biden's track record, and Biden's the his KPI, I should say, key performance indicators, right? If you look at what he has accomplished in the last 4 years compared to what Trump accomplished in the last 4 years, or in during his tenure as the president, you can see a huge difference there. And it's unfortunate. I have a feeling, like I could be wrong here, that Biden, because of the non-cognitive behavior that he's been showing lately, I have a feeling that somebody else is running the office for him.
No, no, somebody else is. Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely. Because in a memo that got leaked, it is said that he is being partially active between 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. After that, he goes, he's kind of not that much active like that.
Yeah. So, and also, if you look at, I'm just going to digress for one quick second. You also have to keep in mind that there have been uh, some corruption charges against the family. Okay, Biden's son was involved in some military procurement, and
Along with Biden, his name was also connected in that. Yeah.
right. And then and that's a huge issue, right? Now, when you're talking about procurement of military items and exporting, importing, whatever it is, and just because president happens to be this guy's father, that's Biden's son, I mean,
Mhm.
that actually creates a huge issue with the American public at large. Okay.
Mhm.
Now they're thinking like, holy Moses, if this man, just because he's influential, he's the son of the president of the United States, has got so much clout, and he can actually control or make these go in favor of him, like the bids and the tenders and all of that, then how does this work? But if you look at the charges that were laid against Trump,
Mhm.
right? The charges that were laid against Trump was that, number one, he insinuated the violence that took place at the Capitol, okay, during his term. Right, that was one of the insinuations, or sorry, one of the allegations, that he insinuated the violence. Number two was that he actually took certain papers that are extremely confidential to his home, which is the Mar-a-Lago, uh,
Mhm.
and he kept them there, and he did not reveal this or whatever, right? And this is another allegation. So, but if you look at the allegations itself, right, like they're all based on theories, like narratives, and just to bring down Trump. Okay, it looks like there's a whole force that is working against this man, and they don't want him in office because this man has some radical way of thinking, and they just want to make sure that this guy, does not become the president of the United States again.
The vested interest and the
Correct. And these are not really true allegations, really, because if you look at the insinuation about the violence, right? It was not Trump who was leading the whole crowd into the Capitol and said, okay, guys, go and destroy it or whatever, right? Somebody took the initiative and went ahead with it. Yes, Trump should have controlled it, put some action in place or whatever. But I don't want to go into those details. But the thing is that a big charge against him? Number one. Number two, the fact that he took some certain documents, confidential documents, to his Mar-a-Lago, home, and the is that a big allegation? Because you know what, as the president, you could be working from anywhere. Okay, you could be working, you could be traveling here, you could be taking certain documents here,
absolutely, absolutely. Now there are two folds,
right?
Yeah, please finish it off. This one,
So basically, a person cannot allege that the president of the United States cannot take documents. I mean, like, as a common man, I take my laptop, my documents, whatever related to my work, to wherever I'm traveling, because if I want to get the work done, I have to take it with me. Likewise, this man took it. Maybe he forgot to bring the documents back or whatever happened, but that doesn't become a big allegation, right? But same thing, look at what Biden has done by letting his son bid on these, getting those awarded, and then it was all done as favoritism, right? And that is a huge allegation.
But
So
but there are two things here. Okay, let me ask you this question. Till yesterday, all the liberal media was, which is many of them, they were saying that Biden is in perfect health, no problem. Republicans are spreading the fake news. Trump is spreading the fake news, kind of thing. Now they themselves are saying all of a sudden, oh, he may have a dementia or whatever.
dementia.
It means like that. And now till yesterday they were saying Kamala Harris or another couple of ladies who they want to replace Biden with, okay, they were all 5 points trailing behind Trump in every one of the battleground state. Actually Biden was doing better than them in a head-to-head matchup. And now they are saying, no, you know what, Kamala Harris can win the election. How do you see it?
Well, the thing is, like, I'm just looking at this July 3rd update, which was just about 4 days ago. And this is from The Economist. The Economist, one of the US, media houses, has predicted. I mean, this is where it is kind of going with the latest polling averages, right? So Donald Trump is leading, and his average is 45%. And Joe Biden is not too far behind him, and he's only at 44%. But are these polling, the predictions and all of that, are they real? Like, if you talk to the general public, I mean, like, yes, there are a lot of people against Trump, but there are a lot of people against Biden too, because he's really not accomplished anything in the last 4 years.
Even
And
the
do they want
liberals
another
are,
4 years of
yeah.
this man? So Kamala Harris is really not a part of this equation. Okay, you're bringing Kamala Harris. I know for why, because you think that she's Indian origin, but she's not. I already discussed that. So
I am not thinking. Some fool Hindus are thinking. They call
exactly.
her
So
mommy.
let's
They
let's
say her
take her
Madras
let's take
mommy,
her
and
out
they
of the
go for
equation.
voting.
Yeah, let's take her out of the equation. She's really not part of this at all. Okay, this is going to be her final term as vice president, and that's it. She's not even going to come into politics. She can never become a governor again, or a governor. She can never get into politics, and she's done. She's done. She's going to retire.
And Vinay ji, it is something what the people will they remember. Actually, she quit the presidential race. She was in presidential race, and she was polling just below 2%. and she quit when in the last election
That was a
before
smart
even
thing.
doing.
That was an extremely smart thing, because now you know what she did. She at least became the president, vice president of the United States. So
If you think Biden is half crazy, you wait till Kamala Harris can talk for half an hour. Then
exactly, yeah.
can you talk about it? I mean, it's how she goes incoherent sometimes. Can
Oh
you
yeah.
say about how does her talk is
Oh
Kamala
no,
Harris?
I've heard her talk, and a lot of times I
She
don't
laughs
understand.
by
And
herself in unexpected times.
yeah,
Many
and I
stories
don't
behind.
really get into any of the discussions myself about what Kamala Harris is and all of that. But a lot of times I kind of I just lose my thought process. I kind of somewhere halfway during, if I'm listening to her, I become so kind of
You
lost.
losing the thought process is okay, but she losing is a problem.
Not when I'm listening to her, it's kind of influencing me actually. So that's why I really don't like to listen to her. And I think if I have to compare Biden and Kamala Harris, I think they're pretty much on par. I mean, Biden
Uh,
at his age and Kamala Harris, although she's much younger, she becomes incoherent a lot of times.
and also Kamala Harris put many black community youth into jail. That's also a big allegation on her. After which, when it came out, only she quit the race. Black youth for using marijuana, which she is advocating right now. She put them in jail when she was attorney general for California.
Yeah.
Okay, it's
But
unbelievable.
honestly, I don't know why we are talking about Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris is not in this equation. So
Not an entity. But let me say, all the liberal media want Biden to be out. Okay, all the many of the congressmen and senators now came out openly bashing and saying, Trump will win if Biden runs. So, for the sake of the country, he has to quit. But Biden and his family are saying he is okay. He is not going to quit. But one last piece of information that got leaked is he takes advice from Hunter Biden, and Hunter Biden doesn't want him to quit. How do you see it?
well, that's this because you know what, when your dad is in politics, and when your dad is the president of the United States, obviously the kids like Hunter Biden would not want his dad to quit, because the longer this man stays as the president of the United States, the more favoritism, the more kind of he could use a lot of the influence, the clout, and all that to his advantage, right? So that is the whole thing. And although Hunter came out and said, "Oh, I did it by myself. It's all through my own efforts and whatever," it's very obvious. Like there have been committees, there have been a lot of independent investigative journalists who have actually found out that this man has was involved in a lot of corruption activities and stuff like
And
that.
absolutely,
And why
and he
should
was involved in woman matter too. Now many women came against him and testified in the court.
yeah, that I'm not sure about that, so I don't want to comment on that because I don't have a
No,
lot of
the women who were involved, they came and testified, and also Hunter Biden laptop, where it was mentioned that he was his hotel room where he was staying with some ladies were shot by the recorded by the Chinese when he was staying in China.
right, yeah. And that's possible because, again, I mean, like I don't have a big opinion about Hunter Biden, because I mean, like when a person uses his dad's name and clout and the political office to gain certain benefits, personal benefits, then I
He
really
swindled
don't
the
have respect
country,
for such
basically.
people.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely. But who is winning? Vinay Ji. Now,
So
okay. Let me ask you: is Democrats? Democrats have their in their hand time to replace Biden, or it is too late? What do you think?
It's too late in the game. I mean, like right now, because the thing is, elections are happening in November, sometime November, December, and what is it now? It's July, so August, September, October, November. Like it's like 4 to 5 months away from the elections, right? So, and obviously, it is a very very short time for the Democrats to replace Biden, and because the person whoever gets elected or gets nominated, right, to replace Biden, will have to go through the whole process, and this process typically starts almost a year and a half before the actual elections. So
But
technically,
if they put like a person like Kamala Harris or anybody, by
no,
kind of,
no, they still have to go through the process because they have caucus, right? Like every state, 52 states has a
can
caucus.
they kind of bypass it somehow?
No, they can't because I mean they have to follow the democratic process. Otherwise, you know what? Then it becomes China. China, you basically you have. I mean, for example, Iran. Iran is going through elections. They're electing a president. Are you seriously thinking that Iran goes through a democratic process of elections?
Or
I mean,
Pakistan?
please think about it. So just because the president died in an air crash, they are replacing him and they're going to go through the election process. But what is this election process? I mean, what happened in Pakistan, right? That was a fully rigged election. Like that's what's going to happen to the United States. And the United States is the one who comes out and says, "Oh, India is not democratic. This is." But have they even followed up on? Just give one example of what happened just a few months. I mean, like not even few months. Like when did it start? Yeah, a couple of months ago, Indian election started, and the whole democratic process. It's an embodiment of democracy. That's what I should say, right? The way Indian elections are conducted. So likewise, the United States also has that thing about conducting elections democratically. Although I believe that the last elections when President Biden was elected was rigged because Florida was the deciding state, and I have a feeling that although Trump won the elections in Florida, they made sure that something happened, and then they made Biden win the
You are
elections.
not alone, Vinay ji. More than 50% of American people think the election was rigged.
Right, exactly. So, and that's why but and on the outside, they have to show that we follow democratic process and stuff like that. So, I don't think they would be able to kind of bypass the process. So, it is too late in the game right now. So, it is Biden all the way till the elections from the Democrats' point of view, and it's Trump all the way from the Republicans' point of view. So, it'll be a clash of these two people, these two seniors, I should say, and they will be contesting. I mean, they will be facing off each other in November, December when the elections happen.
Absolutely. Very shortly, Trump is going to announce his vice president pick. I'm sure anybody will be smarter than Kamala Harris for sure. You know, uh,
I mean, like somebody asked a question when Vivek Ramaswamy was confronted just about yesterday. I think I saw him, and they asked him, "Hey, are you a vice presidential candidate? Or you? What do you think? Like, is President going to pick you? I mean, President Trump is he going to pick you?" And Vivek was very, very, he's a very charismatic guy, right? He's an extremely nonchalant, and he said it in a way that there's nothing, no politics in it. He said, end of the day, it's the president's choice. Once Trump wins, it is his choice who he wants to pick as the to pick to be the vice president. So, and when Trump announces that probably next week or the week after, whatever, it's totally up to him. And if he asks me to help out, I'm here to help. If he doesn't, I'm okay with it. I'm still supporting the party. I'm still supporting Trump.
absolutely, absolutely. I'm sure, but as far as what I'm hearing, Vivek Ramaswamy will be given some hefty post, if not vice president.
No, if not vice president, I'm pretty sure he'll be like
some industrial
secretary or
micro,
whatever, right?
where he has a good experience in taking the company profitable and all those
Exactly. Yeah.
things. Wherever he
He'll
is,
be given a key position in the cabinet for sure.
absolutely, absolutely, and definitely, I am thinking that his vice president pick will be outside of what people are thinking it will be. But friends, what do you think? Okay, do you agree with Vinay ji that Trump is winning, or what do you think? Let us know. Comment and let us know. We will love to hear from you. Do you believe Vinay ji says Kamala Harris has no chance, but liberal media says Kamala Harris has a lot of chance? What do you think? Do let us know. We will love to hear from you, and we will see you again very shortly in the next video. Till then, Jai Sri Ram, Jai Sri. Yes, yes, Vinay ji. Please go ahead.
I just want to stick back.
Yeah, you have a last word. Go ahead.
No, that's all. I just wanted to say that, yeah, you're right. Kamala Harris will not be is not even part of the equation. So the contest is only between the Biden and Trump, and
Wow,
Trump
wow, wow.
has got
Yeah,
a major advantage right now. So let's see what happens.
absolutely. Looking forward to seeing you again. Till then, Jai Sri Ram, Jai Sri Ram. Thank you, Vinay ji. Jai Sri Ram.